Hola, ¿qué tal, queridos amigos coleccionistas? Yo soy Recoil y sean bienvenidos a otro directo más. Sí, señor, ya tenía muchas ganas de compartir otro directo con ustedes, queridos amigos, y en esta ocasión, evidentemente, como no podía ser de otra manera, tocaba retransmitir todas las novedades que vamos a ver en este maravilloso evento dedicado a G.I.joe. Así pues, vamos a pasar y vamos a agregar la página que prácticamente nos falta 1 minuto y 16 segundos para comenzar dicho evento. De verdad, espero sinceramente que sea del agrado de todos, tengamos muchas sorpresas y que por lo menos en lo que a G.I.joe se refiere, nos muestren cosas interesantes de cara ya básicamente al 2023. Porque como bien saben, Hasbro normalmente suele anunciar lo que vendría a ser sus figuras, sus productos, con un margen de tiempo mínimo de casi un año, como bien saben, y he hablado en otros vídeos anteriormente, ¿no? Entonces, nada, quería darle las gracias a todos ustedes, a los que están ahora mismo compartiendo conmigo este directo que está a punto de empezar. Ahora mismo somos 3. Vamos a ver si va subiendo más la gente. Si es verdad que es una hora un poco mala. Aquí en las Islas Canarias son las 4 de la tarde. Y bueno, mucha gente todavía no ha salido de trabajar y demás. Y bueno, pero que aquí estamos. Y en la medida de lo posible vamos a intentar pasar un ratito agradable, independientemente de lo que nos guste o no el evento, ¿no? Bueno, vamos a saludar aquí al amigo Pedro, sí señor, el amigo Pedro San. Muchas gracias por estar por aquí, querido amigo, compartiendo, se agradece bastante. Ahí estamos. ¿Qué se trama hoy aquí en el pedazo de búnker? Pues por lo pronto disfrutar a tope de lo que nos va a mostrar aquí la gente de hasbropulse. Ahí vamos, sí señor.
Happy Wednesday,
bueno, ahí
everyone
está
watching.
la amiga
This
Emily
is the final
y el otro
Wednesday
coleguita.
show
Vamos a
of
ver.
Yo. Just in case you haven't been with us for the last couple of weeks, my name is Emily. I work on the marketing team.
And I'm Lenny from Design.
Hey, saludos al amigo Alan Torres desde México. Muchísimas gracias por estar por aquí compartiendo este ratito. Que lo pases bien, amigo. Cualquier duda, pregúntala.
We've been teasing it all month. Did you figure out what it was? Because
Vamos a
that's
ver
right,
qué tal.
we're making a hiss tag.
Yep, if you've been watching, you probably knew already.
Hey, amigo, gracias por estar por aquí, querido amigo. Vamos.
We are so excited to kick this off today, so let's
Presenta
start
100 clasifica,
with rolling
sí,
a video.
para el 2028. Vamos a ver qué pasa.
Your future supreme overlord. You may recall that recently I alone salvaged the G.I.joe Skystriker HasLab project from the pits of the
Skystriker project.
Seeing the success of our Cobra hack initiative, I've decided to crowdfund Cobra's takeover of the
Hey,
planet
amigo
with the
Quique.
very first
Gracias por estar por aquí, querido amigo. Un fuerte abrazo.
Ay,
mi madre. Ya empezamos ya.
And the best part is
Madre
that
de Dios
you
bendito.
useless imbeciles are going to fund it for me.
Pues nada, ahí tienen el GIS, ¿no?
Mars Industries have
Un secreto a
developed
voces.
plans for an unstoppable
Claro.
high-speed sentry
Ya
vehicle
todos sabíamos
that's
que el
sure
proyecto
to
del
crush
HasLab
the
iba a ser
forces
un
of
GIS a escala 6
G.I.joe.
pulgadas. Madre mía de mi alma.
Now, Destro just
Wow,
needs the
necesita
financing
8,000
of at least
patrocinadores.
8,000
Y tenemos
backers.
hasta el 15 de agosto de este año.
That's where you
Madre
come in.
mía.
For a mere $299.99,
¿Ves? $300, lo que estaba anunciado y se estaba escuchando en las redes sociales. Sí, querido amigo IGC.
I'll just tease you with
Viene
a
con
hint of all the
con una figura, como no podía ser de otra manera, el GIS Driver. Ahí tienen el prototipo. Escala 6 pulgadas, madre mía de mi alma.
Multiple light options, functional wheels and treads, descending rear cargo door, and more detail than I can possibly do justice. Destro, I'm happy to see you remove
Básicamente un GIS
Can't have any
escala
unnecessary
6 pulgadas, madre mía.
Those
Yo
fools
prefiero,
can
yo me quedo
hydrate
con
on their
este,
own
querido
time.
amigos. ¿Qué va? Mucho.
If our His Tank project
Qué locura.
successfully funds
Si ya de por sí
by
los GIS
reaching
estos de escala
8,000
3/4 de escala
within the
G.I.joe
first
militar,
week
me
of
parece una
launch,
barbaridad, una
you'll
brutalidad.
achieve the
Uno de
early
ese
bird
tamaño
unlock.
tiene que ser
Then
alucinante.
everyone who backs the His project receives a classified series Cobra Hiss his tactician figure with deco,
What the
inspired by
fuck?
the designs of legendary G.I. Joe toy designer Ron
What?
Rudat. And backers of a
Fans speak
successful
of Iron
project
Ryan inspired
get to help
deco.
pick which of
Madre
Ron's
mía.
designs goes on the his tactician figure. Each figure
Ahí tenemos
included
el
in the
His
offer
Tank
is
maravilloso,
exclusive
escala
to the
6
Hasbro
pulgadas
and
por
will be
$300
individually
aparte gastos de
boxed
envío
with
y
its
por
own
supuesto los
artwork
queridos
and
aduanazos, o
number
sea
in
que
the
vayan
classified
calculando
series
sobre los
sequence.
400 euros, el que le sobre el
for
dinero
you
y quiera,
completionists out there,
adelante.
once
No
again,
obstante, evidentemente esto es un
if you
proyecto de aquí a un año y medio por lo
snooze,
menos, porque si
once we've reached
se
that
termina
initial
lo que vendría a
goal of
ser el
guaranteed project
Kickstarter
funding,
el
we'll
15 de agosto de
see
este
if I
año,
have
entre
any
que lo
other
organizan y demás,
surprises planned for you.
háganse la idea que
I
hasta el año que viene
think
por estas
4
fechas no van a estar
secret unlocks would be
viendo
appropriate.
la brutalidad esta de His Tank de escala 6
Till then,
pulgadas, ¿no?
The clock is ticking, and the countdown to the destruction of G.I.
Sí, sí,
Joe
efectivamente, amigo Quique. Me recordó al His Tank 2, o sea, es una mezcla del V1, por decirlo de una manera, del His Tank clásico con la versión 2, donde podemos incluir tropas y tal, o sea, estamos hablando de que se le puede poner algunas
Holy
figuras de
smokes.
escala
That was
6
incredible.
That
pulgadas,
was
o sea,
incredible.
The Cobra Commander really,
madre mía, qué locura, tiene que ser inmenso así.
So, guys, with that video, we are so happy
En
to announce that we
fin,
are
amiga
officially
Emily,
doing
te
the
estás
first
luciendo
classified
con el
series
colega
Hasbro.
Barbas,
That's right.
niño.
It's
Madre
the
mía
Cobra
de mi
Hiss.
alma.
It's beautiful.
It's glorious.
It's glorious. It is
Sí,
enormous.
es Warrior, es
It is
beautiful, claro
so
que
much bigger
beautiful.
than
A
the
ti cómo te
free
lo van a
Cobra
regalar.
version.
Value too.
Madre
And I gotta
mía,
say,
que de verdad, macho, yo
on
creo
this
que
product, I
Hasbro está
actually worked
perdiendo
more
el
like a
norte en
licensor
esto del
than that. HasLab
de verdad,
team crushed
no lo
it.
entiendo, más con
Absolutely
la que está
crushed it,
cayendo a
yes.
nivel
It's
mundial.
incredible. Working with them was an awesome experience, and seeing the love they put
Sí,
into
totalmente
it.
de acuerdo,
Because
querido
we put a
amigo
lot of
Quique.
love in our product,
Qué
and
menos
seeing
que,
it,
vamos,
another
que
team
sea
kind of come and
motorizado con
embrace
las
the brand
orugas
too,
tractoras, o
was
sea,
really cool.
es que
Yeah.
por 300
So,
euros más todos
without
los
further
gastos
ado, I think we should show 'em.
que
I feel like
conlleve
we should
tener
show them, and
esa
we'll kind of
maravillosa
kind
pieza,
of
ese
run
vehículo.
through
O sea,
the
como
campaign
mínimo tiene
details. We'll
que,
run through
vamos,
some more of the
hasta una
details. We
figura me
do
parece
have
hasta poco,
an
fíjate lo
early
que te digo.
stage gray model here to show you what this is actually
Yeah.
going to look like. Remember, it is an early model. We will still be making some changes
Sí,
to it, but
sí,
we wanted
sí,
you to be able to see this
beautiful.
in real life. It's
300, oh
exactly
yeah,
what we did
come
with the
on.
Skystriker.
Yeah. So
Perfect. All right. So
let's
without
do
further
it.
ado,
Hey,
let's
amigo
do it.
Timeto, ¿cómo
So,
estamos,
Pick it up
amigos?
from here so that
Sí,
you-
efectivamente,
Yeah,
era
there you
un
go.
secreto a voces. Lo de...
The glorious
¡Chos! El
Hiss
prototipo,
tank.
amigos. Miren
Now,
para ahí.
here's the Hiss tank, and something we don't always do, but as well as the driver. It was
Pedazo
a
de
really cool
bicho.
project to work on because we worked with the HasLab team to work on the actual tank itself, and then I got the privilege of working on the actual driver himself. So working together, we created this really cool expression for the brand. And I gotta say, I couldn't be more happy.
Pedro, es
with
que yo me
this
lo paso
item.
pipa. O sea, es
This is a great
que la
model,
verdad,
so you
yo
guys
no
know. We're gonna work from this model to make the
Yo no
final
entiendo
product.
la gente de marketing,
So,
que
we
la
still got a
chica
ways to
esta en
go.
cuestión,
It
la
was a
Emily,
very
es la de
finished
marketing, en lo que a
breadboard, so you
G.I.joe
guys
se
know. So
refiere.
basically, we'll now work with a
Evidentemente,
what is a
claro,
breadboard
el
for
mercado
those
que
who
les
don't know?
interesa a
breadboard is
ellos es el
basically showing
yankee, el canadiense y
almost like a
poco más. Y
pattern
se
to
olvidan
work
de
from
los
to make
coleccionistas
the actual product
internacionales, que
itself.
somos unos
So
cuantos,
from
¿no?
here, a
Entonces,
lot of
claro,
the engineering is
entre
figured
que es
out here
complicado
because
conseguir las
we
figuras de
might as
clasifique
well.
serie.
But
Las
now
figuras
we'll
nuevas
take
que
it and
estás
we'll go to
anunciando me
production,
estás
and
diciendo
engineering
que
will
no
be
van a estar,
adjusted
no van a
for
estar
production.
disponibles hasta
What
el
you're
año que
seeing
viene
is
en
probably
primavera, siempre y cuando,
99%
independientemente que sean
to what we're gonna
exclusivas o
get.
vayan a
There's gonna be
salir
some
de la
tweaks
línea
here and
regular,
there,
en fin, es que
depending
es algo
on
de loco.
QA,
Me hago
QC
viejo
issues,
coleccionar. Si
so
ya de
that
por
it
sí ya tengo unos
actually
años,
operates and functions
me cansa el
properly.
tema de
But for
clasifique
the
series,
most
de
part,
verdad.
what
O
you
sea, es
see
que es de
here, what you
loco.
saw in the video, is the Hiss tank.
And so to clarify, what you saw in the videos
Bueno,
were
volviendo al
they were the
prototipo en
digital
cuestión,
renders
queridos
of
amigos, como
the
están viendo
painted
en la
version
foto, la
of
verdad
this
que, bueno,
beautiful
no
Yeah.
está
tank
nada
that you're
mal.
seeing in person. So that will be the deco that will be
Me
applied and the
parece,
colors
tienen
that will be
unas luces
applied to this
frontales,
for
las
our final
orugas son
production sample.
mecánicas, o
Yeah,
sea,
Yep.
son de
that's right. So you don't have
verdad.
any deco on this yet because
Es una mezcla
literally
del
the team
His
is working
Tank
on
2 con
engineering
el
this. We
1.
don't
Yo
need
creo que es
deco
una
yet, but
versión,
we'll need it soon.
una mezcla,
And
¿no?
when
O
we
sea,
actually
está
paint a
muy,
model,
muy
it helps
bueno.
us
Que
count
leche, yo
deco
creo que es el His.
operations,
A ver,
forecasting,
lo tengo por ahí arriba.
studies and stuff like that. So
Yo
without
creo que es
further ado,
una
let's show 'em.
mezcla.
Let's show 'em.
Well, we have a lot of other
Yeah,
exciting things to talk
so-
about. So, and as a
Yo tengo
reminder,
aquí
as
el
Lenny is
mío
kind of
maravilloso
showing you how
de la
beautiful
línea
this is,
Trison,
this is
y
currently
básicamente
available for
como
backing
este,
on hasbropulse.com. It is up,
pero
it is
con
running.
el cuerpo
So
del
again, it
His
is
Tank 2 que lo estoy viendo allá arriba, que lo tengo en el
It
mueble
comes with the
expositor.
tank and this
Y
driver
como
as
ven,
our base
básicamente,
offering.
vamos, si
We'll
ya
talk
de
a
por
little bit more about
sí
the
un
early bird
His Tank
special in a couple
normal
of
es
minutes.
grande, es que eso
And
es
then we
inmenso,
will have have unlocks to go
Se le
with
podrá
this
poner
offering,
tropas
but
y
we are
demás.
not going to talk
Bueno,
about them yet, but there will be 4
me
of them.
parece muy
Yeah.
bien para el
Which is
que
exciting.
se anime a este
Almost
tipo de
forgot.
proyectos.
Oh,
Adelante,
snap,
me parece
snap his friends.
espectacular.
Start with the driver.
Perfect.
So the driver is going to come with
Oh, here, I'll move my coffee cup.
his SMG. He's going to have a pistol that holsters into his hip. you're seeing here is like
Ajá, te viene con su armamento, pistola, accesorios. Estamos hablando de lo que vendría a ser el his driver, ¿no? El tanque.
And then he's also going to come with these cool fists. When I was designing the figure, I remember looking up some details on his tank driver, saying like,
sí, a mí también me gusta ese detalle, amigo Quique.
They need to be able to go fist the cups.
Totalmente, amigo,
G.I.joes. So they
una
are
pasada lo que
normally bigger
totalmente,
people that can fist fight. So what we did was we gave them like these MMA gauntlets so they could put them on and really like,
madre mía, tío, pero es que eso tiene que ser así.
So pretty cool. So the hands are swappable.
Y bueno, estamos hablando de que solo han mostrado lo que vendría a ser el prototipo. Yo espero que en los próximos días o en este mismo programa, que normalmente recuerden suele durar entre 40 a 45 minutos, muestren lo que vendría a ser el arte, ¿no? Lo que vendría a ser la caja. Tiene que ser una pasada también de grande. Se veía venir, un secreto a voces.
So enough about the figure. Let's talk about the tank itself. Wow, Mark on the HasLab team crushed it on this
Absolutely
thing.
nailed it. It's
oh
gorgeous.
my goodness! And, you know, working with them was so
locos,
cool 'cause we were so like kind of lock and step, like reviewing the thing, and like when they had cool ideas, like we would review and be like, "Does that work with the brand?"
And we have spent a lot of time on this.
We spent a
lot of time on this, guys.
Yeah. And it was fun to do. And I got to say, like, wow. Let's start off with the lights. So on the bottom of the chin, you'll be able to.
Lo de la luz mola, lo de que se ilumine el logotipo de Cobra.
So you hit that, and a lighting system comes on, which is really cool.
And you are able to trigger different combinations of lights by hitting that. So I don't remember exactly what the final number is. We're still making some tweaks to exactly kind of what that cadence is, but you will be able to trigger those multiple.
Bueno, pero es que la verdad que teniendo en cuenta que directamente fue empezar el programa, lo que vendría a ser el directo, y directamente se lanzaron ahí a la yugular a mostrar lo que vendría a ser el Hisan, que vuelvo y repito, prácticamente estos días atrás ya todo el mundo sabía que prácticamente iba a ser el vehículo en cuestión. En todas las redes sociales, vamos, se estaba hablando sobre él.
But it's got the iconic.
Mire, lo de las luces es una maravilla.
We're going to update that.
Yep.
But overall, we all thought as a team, you probably need to keep that iconic look because it's like if you were to put this like on a T-shirt or something like that.
It does feel very 80s.
Yes,
like, but in a beautiful way.
It's got like this kind of like cyberpunk feel.
Una pasada, la verdad que es muy bonito lo que vendría a ser el logo de Cobra ahí con la lucecita.
Oh, and the tail lights are on too. Do we want to here? Turn around.
Entiendo que será un vehículo a pilas, ¿no? Lógicamente, pilas o batería recargable, a saber, a ver si lo explican.
Oh, tail lamps, that's right.
They're on the tail.
You nailed it.
Vale, ahora vamos a ver la parte de atrás, lo que vendría a ser el compartimento de tropas.
Stand for figures. The guys did a really good job here, and there's also a tow hitch for.
Efectivamente, amigo. Timetopos Esponje. Sí, señor. Muy bonito el detalle es.
And then you pull this down.
Oh.
We actually have figure storage in the back, as you can see there, and they did a really cool job.
Sí, claro, todo lo que sea tema electrónico en los juguetes, etc, suele incrementar el precio final del producto, ¿no? Lógicamente, pero bueno, madre mía. La verdad que la parte de atrás, donde van las, en concreto creo que van dos de tropas, o sea, de lo que vendría a ser figuras, caben dos, por lo que estoy viendo, ¿no? Ah, no, cabe uno y después todo lo demás es como una especie de armero, ¿no? Donde tienes los fusiles, el armamento de los Cobras, madre mía, qué guapo. La rampa está espectacular.
Takes a long time to make an item, so this is a very, very, very early breadboard, and it's going to be even better when they finish it.
It's going to be beautiful.
Totalmente de acuerdo, es una maravilla, pero yo creo que es un producto que si Hasbro está contenta, me supongo que sí, que estará contenta con los resultados de venta de clasifique serie 6 pulgadas. Si tanto apuestas por esta línea, macho, sácalo a nivel mundial, no te cortes. No lo vendas a 200 euros, véndelo a 150, lo distribuyas a nivel mundial en tiendas especializadas o donde sea, y te puedo asegurar que se va a vender sí o sí, porque desde que lo veas en la tienda y demás, dices tú, pues vale, a lo mejor te anima y te das el capricho, ¿sabes? Efectivamente, estamos hablando de un producto premium, ¿no? Estamos hablando que 300 euros, amigos, vamos. Vuelvo y les repito, aparte de gastos de envío, posible aduanazo, es que es un cúmulo de cosas.
It's a little tight right now. It's a This is literally made out of resin.
Sí, la verdad que me dio esa sensación, un armero súper grande que no entiendo la razón de ser del mismo. Cuando podías haber puesto a lo mejor en el fondo del vehículo unos clips o algo donde puedas poner el armamento o donde puedas encastrar el fusil y el armamento y demás, pero que la verdad que la verdad que el espacio es demasiado, ¿no? Ahí básicamente en el vehículo, si no me equivoco, caben 3 figuras de el piloto y arriba en el puesto de artillería, ¿no? Lo que vendría a ser en la torreta y otro atrás sentado, ¿no?
Look at the top of the canopy here where we debated this back and forth, like, should we do the clear?
Sí, la verdad que estaría molón, o sea, el tema de la flotilla.
I think it's classified, so it needs to be updated and it needs to have some framework. Because in classified, one of our tenets is making things look like they work, even though it doesn't work. So here it's like
la cabina está, vamos, me imagino que será súper detallada, ¿no?
Maybe I can do this without. We added ladders so that the his tank drivers can climb up.
Ojo, atento a la escalerilla, ¿eh?
There's going doors.
La escalera que tiene ahí para acceder a la cabina del piloto, ¿no? Está muy bien, un detalle. Sí, lo que dices tú, amigo Kike, lo de las antenas, donde, no sé, igual lo ponen más adelante. Recordemos que esto es un prototipo que nos están mostrando de aquella manera. Y seguramente más adelante a lo mejor le anexan alguna antena o algo. Aunque no tiene pinta.
And then inside of the cockpit, we have a
Quiero darle las gracias a todos los que están ahora mismo aquí compartiendo este ratito conmigo, ¿no? Ahora mismo somos 8, estamos aquí de forma online disfrutando de esta retransmisión de G.I.joe hasbropulse. Y bueno, la verdad que estamos un poco disfrutando, ¿no? De lo que vendría a ser este maravilloso proyecto Skystriker, ¿no? Que suele ser Hasbro con este tipo de productos. Y bueno, era un secreto a voces, ya sabíamos todos prácticamente que el G-Stand era el vehículo elegido de lo que vendría a ser de cara a la facción de Cobra, como era de esperar. Y bueno, vamos a ver. Amigo Kike, no te pongas exquisito tampoco. Por 300 euros no estés pidiendo tanto, ¿eh?
It's kind of what we envisioned for the brand for classified. Like, it's a world of, right? And this is
la verdad que es un bicharraco, ¿eh? Muy bonito.
That's true.
It's true. It has very fancy treads on it.
Metes al hit driver ahí, después pones ahí 2 cobras de infantería o un oficial y un cobra de infantería y vamos, lo petas.
So the treads. Oh, on that side.
Yep.
Treads work. The treads work.
Oh yeah, mira cómo funciona esas orugas.
Really
qué menos, ¿no?
Mark spent a lot of time figuring out how to make those treads work.
Qué guapo, qué guapo.
Felt like a real tank.
Yep.
It's really cool to see that happen, and it was awesome to watch him work.
De nada, amigo Pedro. Faltaría más. Risas aseguradas.
Cool tread cover that comes on both sides that we also feel kind of classifies.
Sí, con la tontería, mira, te compras 3.
That's right. And
uno para disfrutar de él, otro en caja y otro para revender.
Pointing correctly. Doing this right. There we go. Yep. Yeah, there's a port here that later on, if you wanted to, you could put more stuff onto the tank, which is pretty cool. And I feel
totalmente de acuerdo, tienes razón, o sea, era básicamente era ironía lo que decía, ¿no? Pero vamos a apelar a que es un prototipo y no creo que sea el producto final, ¿no?
As a collector toy designer, I love seeing all these
Pues
details.
sí, amigo
creating a miniature world.
No me extrañaría nada que para hacerle funcionar lo que es las luces y demás, no te extrañe para nada que Hasbro te haga descargarte una aplicación o algo en el móvil, en el smartphone para disfrutarlo y para activarlo desde el móvil. No me extrañaría para nada, ¿eh? Aunque no lo sé.
So one of the things that we wanted to do that we thought would be really exciting.
Sí, la verdad que cualquier vehículo que se dediquen a sacar, ¿no? En lo que a G.I.joe se refiere, vamos, será bienvenido, ¿no? Y estaría bien. Yo personalmente, yo creo que lo suyo, teniendo en cuenta que es para clasificar series 6 pulgadas, vehículos más pequeños o algo, porque es que si no los precios se disparan. Y a los hechos me remito con el G-Stand, ¿no?
Thank you so much. That was incredibly helpful. Okay, so today
totalmente, amigo Kike. Ahí el tío va a tener que hacer una voltereta mortal para entrar en la cabina.
There's no 31. Okay, so 29, 30, The 1st is Friday, 2nd, 3rd. The 4th is Monday, July 4th, because we have July 4th off.
Ajá.
5th, 6th. If we can reach 8,000 backers by
Ahí la amiga
midnight
Emily
Eastern
metiéndose
time
sus
on July
gambadas.
6th,
July 6th.
11:59 p.m. on July 6th,
July
Wednesday.
6th.
Then everybody who backs the His Tank will get an extra classified figure, which is amazing.
Chacho, que ya llevan 20 minutos hablando del His Tank. Vamos a ver qué más cosas. A mí me da que el programa va a ser solo de esto.
G.I.joe history.
Yeah.
And so
Rude at it.
Rude at it. Oh, he's going to love that. So one of the things that we knew from the His Tank is that Ron Rudat, who was a designer on G.I. Joe in the 80s, did color studies when he was designing the His Tank driver.
Right.
So I think
vamos a ver qué novedades crees que van a mostrar, amigos.
7, including the actual driver.
Perfect, including the actual driver. Yes. So Ron did all of these different color studies to try to figure out exactly
gracias,
what he
amiga, por
wanted
estar por
the driver
aquí.
to look like.
Un besote.
None of those color studies, except for the version that did make it into the actual tank, have ever been
Pues sí,
created
por
in
ejemplo,
figure form before.
That's right.
So,
pues
what
no
we are
estaría
going to
nada
be
mal
doing
un
is for
pack
the
más
early
que
bird special.
nada.
So if we can get
Hombre, si es
8,000
verdad que
backers
tenemos
by
ya 2
11:59
versiones del
p.m.
personaje de
Eastern time
Destro,
on July 6th,
si sacan el vehículo
everybody
con
is going
otro
to get
Destro
what
más
we
que
are
no sería
calling
para
the
nada
Cobra
descabellado, pues bueno,
His
molde
Tactician
que se
figure,
ahorran, ¿no? Pero
which
el
is
vehículo
going to
estaría
be
genial.
our His Tank driver in one
El de
of Ron's
spoiler a mí me
original
encanta, yo lo
color
tengo
studies
por
that have
ahí, es
never
un
been
vehículo que me
released.
That's
fascina.
right. And we're going to be putting up those.
Yes, we will be putting up those so that you can see what they are. And you may be thinking, well, guys, why aren't you telling me exactly what color scheme is going to be released? That's because if we get the early bird special funded, we will let all of the backers vote at the end of the campaign for which
Emily,
color they would like to see in figure form.
Fun.
Which is super fun.
Yeah.
Sí, súper divertido, pero vamos a ver. Más cositas, por favor, que ya sabemos lo del His Tank.
For a HasLab, but all of the figures that we are doing for this HasLab will come in packaging.
Cool.
So they will be
Va,
packaged.
creo que van a mostrar el empaquetado, lo que vendría a ser la caja, ¿no?
Numbers,
A ver si es verdad.
which means, as Cobra Commander mentioned, if you snooze, you lose. If you're a completionist, you want all those numbers. You have to get your HasLab figures.
Yep.
So the early bird special will be boxed,
numbered
in
special
line,
figure,
and
madre mía.
Ron Rudat has very graciously agreed to do the box artwork for the figure for
Fan
us.
pic
So
of
thank you,
Ron,
Ron.
madre
We are
mía.
so excited to get to work with you on this project.
Yeah,
so
very cool.
it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. We got to meet
Ron
him
is
a
awesome.
couple weeks ago.
Sí, sí, la coleguita
Everything about
Emily
this has
está ahí,
been
vamos,
awesome.
dándolo todo.
The partnership with the HasLab
Cualquiera
team,
diría
working with Ron,
que es fan de G.I.joe y que le gusta,
and Ron probably designed like
me lo voy a creer y
almost every
todo.
action figure, not almost every action figure I had, but like every G.I. Joe I had.
Yeah.
So
What did he
getting
say? Like 125 figures he designed?
175,
Oh,
I think was the
apologies,
number.
Ron. 100. That's
So it's like
crazy.
it was kind of crazy as a toy
Sí,
designer.
eso es
to
otro de
meet
los
the
rumores
man
que,
who, like, inspired
que
me
han
as a kid
circulado,
to,
¿no?
like,
por las
wanna
redes sociales
make
en
action
los días
figures.
pasados.
So
O sea,
this
estamos
whole
hablando
project
que
has been
posiblemente
kind of
vemos ahí
dream
al
come
amigo
true. So again,
Serpentor,
thank you,
que no
Ron.
estaría nada mal, es un
And
personaje muy
hopefully,
molón y que
you
gusta
know,
mucho.
everybody enjoys it as much as we
Yeah.
are enjoying working on it.
So we talked about the early bird.
Yep.
We talked about the base offering. We talked about how
Totalmente,
we're
amigo
not going to
Quique,
talk
pero
about
ten
the
en
unbox
cuenta que
Yep.
esta gente
Are we forgetting
está,
anything?
vamos,
We are forgetting a little
racaneando.
detail. This is a breadboard. You
Harán
guys
un
probably noticed
producto
the turrets.
premium, pero de aquella
yes.
manera. O
They don't
sea,
have blast effect ports in
evidentemente
it.
a
They
estas
will
alturas de la
have blast
vida
effect ports in them.
no se puede
Sometimes
esperar
you
más
can't
de
get
Hasbro y lo de las
stuff like that.
antenas y
It's
todo
in
lo
the
que estás
breadboard. So
diciendo,
just so you know,
That's a good note.
lo que
there's
estás
going to be
diciendo
ports
tú,
in
que
there for blast
evidentemente,
effects. The diameter, we don't know
teniendo en
yet.
cuenta el
because
precio que
that's
tiene,
stuff that we
debería
have to work
tenerlo,
out
pero olvídate,
as the production
la
goes
gente
further
va
along to
a lo que
see
va.
what kind of weight blast effects will have, that sort of thing. So
Yep.
Stay tuned for that. But, you know, we're paying attention to all those little details. We're making sure it's all going to work. And again, we know people don't want to put blast effects
Yeah.
on there. It's
I mean, it was pretty cool. Yeah.
So there it is.
Okay, that was a good catch.
Venga, vale, por Dios, venga ya,
Fabulous.
fuera,
Alright, so,
otra cosita.
As a
Vamos.
reminder,
Let's spin it.
classified series HasLab,
Sí,
the
ajá,
very
sí,
first
ya
of its
sabemos,
kind. That's
clasifique
right. It is a
HasLab,
Cobra.
maravilloso.
It's
And
glorious.
as you can tell, we have a really cool new logo for it.
Oh my God.
Thank you, T-shirts. And so, okay, so
Por si se te había olvidado, son $300, ¿eh?
Pulse right now, so you can go now. Base offering comes with the tank and our driver. Then we have our early bird special. If we
Bueno, y
hit that
tienen las medidas
8,000
del vehículo en
backers
cuestión.
within before 11:59 p.m. on July 6th Eastern time, then everybody who backs will get one of our Cobra His Tactician figures.
Pienso igual, amigo Pedro. Yo creo que ya está todo dicho. Ya lo sabíamos desde hace
And we
días.
will
Oye, ya
put
lo
up
han
images
mostrado
of
y
those
demás.
colors
We will put
so
up
you guys
images
can
of those
see
colors.
what the
25
options are.
minutos
Those are all
hablando
designs
del
that Ron
His
had
Tank,
done back in
amigos.
the day
Yep.
that we reiterated onto this new sculpt.
Exactly.
Hombre, en blanco molaría mucho para las tropas árticas, ¿no? Para las tropas de nieve, estaría
All of the
genial.
figures will be numbered. I'm just trying
Para los
to
soldados de invierno
remember
de
everything
cobre.
we talked about. Please remember that this is an early, very, very early model. So it
Siempre
is,
puedes comprarlo
it does
y
not have
hacerle
Deco
un
on it yet.
repintado.
You are seeing the beautiful renders that are full color.
We are handling this like a newborn child.
Yes.
It is very delicate, and
Yep.
we have to make sure it makes its way back to the model shop because there's a lot more work that has to happen to it. So.
Yes. Okay, so I feel like that's
the his tank.
That's the his tank.
Ya
So
está.
So pumped.
what are you guys
It's
waiting
incredible.
for? Let's bring this his tank to life.
Boom.
We don't want this to be the only
Ya
one
está.
that exists. We want everybody to
Yes.
have
Yes.
his tanks.
Yes.
Media hora hablando
I'm
del
really
Histan.
excited about it.
¿En serio?
It's so pretty. All right, I'm
Yeah.
so glad that we don't have to keep this a secret anymore.
Cool. That was very hard to do.
That what? Oh my
We were
god!
really bad at
Seriously,
it.
we were very, very
I think
bad.
everybody knew like a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
But now we get to show you, and now the pressure's off.
Exactly.
Please enjoy.
Please
Amigos,
enjoy.
háganse la idea
So,
que el
okay,
programa
so let's
era
kind of
para
have
presentar al
Lovely Day.
Histan. Ya está.
So while we're here, why don't we do a Skystriker update?
Sure, we definitely can.
Yeah. Do we want to put that on that pedestal?
We
over
do.
There?
Let's
Uy,
do
uy,
this.
que se le cae, que lo rompe.
Boom,
Here's his friend. Perfect.
boom. Here we go.
Madre
Alright.
mía,
Great.
Dios.
Skystriker time.
Skystriker time. So,
Por eso te digo, todavía
as with,
está
so we want to give
en
you
un
an update on
prototipo.
where the
Seguramente le
Skystriker
pondrán más
HasLab
cositas,
currently
espero.
is. Please note that this is a very early
Amigo tú, que
engineering
nada, que han
prototype.
presentado el Histan. Ahí vemos ahora
there are
el
still things that we're
Skystriker,
working on this that
el
we'll
otro
make sure to
producto de
talk to you
HasLab.
about, but it's looking pretty great.
But wait,
Whoa.
there's more.
Because we've
Sí,
never
amigo
actually
Pedro.
shown a colored model of this, a painted model,
We
right?
have
We
not.
only showed the gray model. So
Totalmente,
we
amigo
are very, very
Timeto.
excited for everybody
Producto de
to
lujo
see a
premium.
painted model of the Skystriker for the very first time.
It's pretty awesome, guys. I gotta say. And
Va a sacar la merienda,
no, a
¿verdad
couple
que
things
sí?
to caveat. Now, this is an EP1.
Ah, la verdad
and
que
real
el
different
avión
from
en cuestión,
other
el Skystriker, es
things you've seen.
precioso.
Sometimes
Una
EP1s
pena que
have
no lo
deco
vendan
on
de
them, so it might be a little
forma
confusing for everybody to see all this amount of
internacional, o
detail
sea, lo que vendría a ser
on
en
an
tiendas
engineering
especializadas o
But
juguetería, porque
this is like the
son los
first
típicos
sample that
vehículos
we are
que
getting of
first one we
this.
saw.
a
Yeah,
todo
first
So,
coleccionista de
right
niño
now,
de
some of the
G.I.joe
mechanisms are
nos
not working, so
marcó.
I'm not going to display that to you, but I can
Hubo
show you
gente que
this
tuvo la
really
gran
cool
suerte de
stand.
tenerlo, yo no lo tuve, lo tuvo un amiguito mío, un vecino, y la verdad que
Yeah.
era
Nice
una
creaking
pasada
noise.
We're
ver ese
working on a tolerance
armatoste.
right now, so we're going to try to get that
Y
nice
como
and
dice el
tight.
otro,
But
son
what's super
recuerdos,
cool
¿no?
about
Y
this was, in
seguramente
theory, Chris
si
and I,
lo
the
hubieran
engineer at the time,
sacado
were working on like the theory of like how do
de
you get this thing to bank
forma
on shelf
gradual,
and
o
to
sea, de
kind of look
forma
like all these different
general,
types of
como un producto
poses
más
that the
estándar
jet's going to
premium,
be in.
tiendas especializadas
And
y
it
demás,
really worked
se
out.
hubiera
to have this
vendido
kind of like ball and
seguramente,
socket
incluso
joint on
Yeah,
si
the,
hubieran
that's
vendido lo
on
que
the
vendría a ser
stand.
el
And
Skystriker
so
por
that's
un
working
lado
right now.
y todos los
And then you
accesorios
can
por
like,
otro, lo que vendría a
shoot up
ser
to the sky.
los carritos,
or you
eso, alguna figura, tal, como para
do nose dive.
anexarlo, se hubiera
I'm
vendido
not going to show
también,
you
porque a
the
lo mejor
landing gear
mucha
because
gente
we're
le
still working that
interesaba
out. We're
ya
getting another
pillarse el
sample in
pack
a
este de
few,
figuras,
in
aparte
about
de esto,
couple
pero bueno,
weeks, couple weeks
es
from
lo que
today.
hay.
What's really cool about the stand, you can see that the dog bone pins, as we've
Sí,
been
la
calling
verdad que
them,
el avión
are
es
on the side.
espectacular,
Those
está
are
muy
permanently in
bonito.
there, but you can see as I
Y lo de la
spin it,
peana
that you can
esa,
position your rockets,
que
or
es
you
muy,
can
vamos,
pose
mola
like
bastante
you
lo
can
de
store all your
tener
extra
toda
stuff in there too, so your
la
extra
peana
rockets,
móvil,
your
¿no?
fuel tanks,
Y después
Your
tienes ahí los
ladder.
huequitos
your
para
ladder,
guardar los
all that stuff
accesorios, los
goes in there.
sobrantes.
It's really cool.
La verdad que la
And then-
peana está espectacular porque
This way,
hace
I think.
como el efecto
Can we
de
talk about how
que
big the blast
el
effects
avión ha
are? 'Cause I
lanzado
think these
varios
are some of the
misiles,
biggest blast effects I've
Sidewinder,
seen on
Which was
Sparrow,
really interesting. We
Los-
were really nervous
¿cuáles eran los
about
otros? Los
them warping.
Fénix, si mal no
They're
recuerdo.
beautiful.
So our
Yeah.
PDE team did a really good job of figuring out how
No,
to
la verdad que el Skystriker está espectacular porque, a ver, cada quien que haga lo que quiera, pero sí es verdad que no era un producto para ponerlo en el HasLab. Yo creo que si lo hubieran lanzado a lo mejor a 100, 120 euros se hubiera vendido como churros, pero vamos, de eso no les quepa duda.
Launching off was the idea we were going for.
I feel like there's a
Totalmente,
lot
amigo
of
tú, que lo de la
posing options, as you're mentioning
peana,
the stand
que
in
tenga
different
movimiento y
directions,
demás,
using the
es un
stand to
acierto
basically
brutal.
continue to tell the story
Yeah,
of
like,
your Skystriker.
we were like, how do you get this thing to on your shelf really?
Y los efectos de las llamas de las
It's like
turbinas, de los
collector, even if
misiles,
you're
la
not
verdad
into
que es
G.I.joe,
genial.
and you just like jets, we really wanted it to come across. And
Yeah.
I think by adding the stand, it really did a good job of doing that.
Yeah.
Some other things to show you.
Enhorabuena,
guys.
amigo Pedro,
and to
claro que
note,
sí,
there
eso es
are
una
some of the
pieza
colors
brutal.
on this that are not quite right.
El Night
That's right,
Raven,
the
vamos,
actual
mítico.
color itself, we are going to replicate the original jet and color and finish.
Ah, pues sí, tienes
What you're
razón,
seeing
vamos
here
a ver
is
qué
raw
tal.
Plastic. This is a raw
Pero
plastic
si no me
color. It
equivoco,
doesn't
esa
even
figura, la
color
de
yet.
la que dices tú
It
de
will, the
Kamakura,
next
si no me
sample we
equivoco,
see,
creo
and
que es
then
exclusiva
we are
del
gonna work back and
del
forth to get that
Warman, del
color
Target,
just
de
right, 'cause we are
alguna
trying to
tontería de
replicate
estas,
the
o de
original jet,
Amazon,
doing
ahora no
some
me acuerdo.
lights.
and the cockpit is a little bit darker than it
Es que este es
actually
el gran
will be.
problema
That's correct.
de
You know
las
what? We should
clasificadas
segue to the
series.
cockpit.
Hasbro
Yes.
está
What's
jugando
the cockpit?
It's pretty awesome. So we
con la
changed it up a
línea
little bit so
regular
that it opens
figuras
up
que veremos
nice
dentro
like
de
that,
un
and then
año.
you
O
get
sea,
your
te
figures
están
in there.
vendiendo de un
This
año
front
para
piece will
otro,
come
para que hagas
off, like I can
preorden o
see
lo
it,
que
and one
sea.
of the camera will grab
Luego, lo poco
the
que
deco,
sale
so we
de
added,
las
like,
tiendas
controls
tal son
on there,
exclusivos. O
and then you
sea,
can see
es algo de loco.
on
Sí.
the, did I just cover it? Oh, there you go. Some control deco, and then on the back of the
Mira
seat,
qué bonito con el
navigation,
paracaídas y todo.
sculpted detail.
Nice storage in there
But
too.
what I really want to show everybody was
Precioso, ¿eh?
it is going to be coming with.
Beautiful cloth
Oh my God.
parachutes.
Beautiful cloth parachutes.
Oh,
Take a
remember
look
the
at-
last time we saw those parachutes
Yeah,
and we dropped them out
yeah.
a 4th-story window?
Yeah.
That was a good time.
So as you guys can see here, it's the original Skystriker graphic.
Ah, la verdad que el
There,
paracaídas es
there.
precioso,
Well,
igual
there
al
you go.
vintage, si
This
mal no
material is
recuerdo.
really nice. I
Pero
don't
me
know
da que este es
exactly
de
what it
tela,
is.
si
I'm not a soft goods
si
engineer,
mal no recuerdo.
but it is very nice material.
El
It
del
almost has like
clásico, corregirme si me equivoco,
Oh,
pero creo que era de plástico.
it's got
Oh,
a
it's-
polyester kind of
Yeah,
material.
it feels kind of like ripstop
yes,
somehow.
yeah,
But
and-
it definitely will tear less easily than the old plastic parachutes.
correct. Yeah. As you guys can see here, I'm pulling on this.
Nada,
stuff.
chicos,
It's-
que el
it's
programa
Yeah,
de
it's
hoy
nice
va
and
de
there's a way to fold
de
it
los
up, put it back
proyectos y
in.
productos Haslab,
Do you know it?
con lo
Kind of.
cual no
Alright,
creo que
we'll do
that too.
veamos
That's
ninguna
on
novedad
camera.
más.
We'll do. Oh, maybe
A
that's
ver, es
one of
una
the
gracia
videos
lo
that
bien
we
que
can
se lo
do in
pasa a la
the future.
Emily
We'll
y el
show
otro
people how to
colega.
fold their Skystriker parachutes.
Yeah.
De loco.
Perfect, I love it.
But I do want to mention that it doesn't just come with one.
Ahí,
it
los
comes
dientes
with
largos, los
two
coleccionistas de G.I.joe a
parachutes. So,
nivel
unlike the
internacional,
original,
aquí
we have the
estamos
two
con los dientes
parachutes, and
largos,
you can
pero
see
bueno,
fold it up nicely.
Safety
es lo que
for both
toca.
of your
Safety
friends.
first. We're still working on some of the blast effects. We're waiting for the ejection seat blast effects. We don't have those yet. There were some updates that we made.
A mí personalmente, el set es maravilloso el avión, pero las figuritas es que me parecen geniales. Lo que vendría a ser las figuras de acción o ring, ¿no? Son geniales. Lo que no entiendo por qué no las han mostrado.
Chin pod, as we call it, and it has like all the cameras and sensors on it and all that sort of thing. And it is, I believe, will be removable at the end of the day. So pretty cool. We also have these swappable tail fins, which you'll be able to use all those.
Más
crazy
ahora
stickers
con la segunda película de Top Gun, vamos, el F-14 se ha vuelto más
It's
famoso
amazing
si
because you have
cabe.
all the G.I.joe stickers that originally came with it. Then
That's
you have
right.
the extra stickers, and then you have all Cobra Hack stickers
Yeah,
as well.
we want it to be as customizable as possible. And then also there's the F-14 Tomcat stickers in there.
Yep. Oh,
Which
yes.
are really cool.
Thank you, Northrop Grumman. Yes.
Yes,
Officially licensed, guys.
Officially licensed, so
Yep.
which is really cool. And you can mix and match, and there'll be that cool, that clear sticker material that can be peeled off and
Yep.
put back on. So you can
Efectivamente, sí, están
customize
hablando
just
que un
how
poco
you
lo que
want
vendría a
this
ser los
to be.
materiales a la hora de fabricar lo que vendría a
We
ser el
also have
Skystriker,
our
pues han
no deco yet
intentado
on
que sean de muy
our,
buena calidad, cosa que
artillery cart, as you can see
evidentemente,
here.
vamos,
Pretty sweet.
tiene su lógica y no se esperaba menos, ¿no? Estamos hablando de un producto premium que no van a utilizar plástico chinoso, ¿no? Tenemos el vehículo auxiliar, ese vehículo maravilloso que solíamos ver en algún capítulo que otro de G.I.joe Zumbaon, o en el portaaviones, los capítulos donde aparecía el US Flag, típico vehículo que transportaba los misiles, las bombas.
At every single stage. There we go.
Fabulous.
And then here is the.
Pues si te digo la verdad, amigo Tuki, yo creo que no. Yo creo que no se puede pedir. No sé si lo reeditarán o algo, pero yo creo que eso ya acabó, lo que vendría a ser la campaña de Hasbro del Skystriker.
But like after you see all the figures, what is there? Ended up being like 6 or 7 figures.
Yeah.
And then you have the jet, you have the stand, you have the blast effects, you have the artillery cart, you have the fuel tank cart, you have the parachutes.
It's like an instant O-ring collection.
It's an instant O-ring collection, which is really cool for those of us who have lost our collections. Say, like, I remember when we moved, I had to give a bunch away to the kid down the block. And then my mom the other day was like, remember when you gave all your G.I.joes away? That was really good of you. I was like, no, it wasn't.
It was not. Thank you, though.
I was spending my adult life finding them.
Madre mía, contando batallitas.
Here's the fuel cart, which is really cool. It will have a rubber.
Está muy bien.
It comes off, but that's okay.
Ese mola mucho porque es como el vehículo para echarle combustible, ¿sabes?
Yeah, we'll design that so that it doesn't come out so easily. But that's the thing, you might want to come out so it doesn't rip, right? So if I can do this right.
And it goes back in on a little gear.
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, we have to work this sort of stuff out. But as you can see, it is going to be a rubber hose that gets rolled in and rolled out. We're going to work on that. Again, I'm showing you stuff really early. So yeah, it's really cool. I mean, there's so much to show. I wish I could show you the figures.
Next time.
Yeah,
It'll be an update for next time.
It's not in a place yet.
Yeah.
Even here, we were afraid to show you guys because the color.
Qué maravilla, no cabe duda
So,
que estos productos están geniales.
It's been a while since we gave you an update.
Yo lo que no
wanted to
entiendo,
really show
querido
you kind
amigos,
of where
cómo
we are
Hasbro
in
no
the process.
apuesta y
That's satisfying.
o sea, como está haciendo Mattel
That's
con,
nice.
That's the part of the job that's
con los
really
Masters of the
work out
Universe, con los amos del
details.
universo
The
Origin.
whole
O
job.
sea, los tenemos en todos lados, independientemente que la
Okay,
producción y la
Skystriker
distribución
Great.
sea un poquito más
So today
complicada,
has
pero
really kind
vamos,
of been a
hoy por hoy puedo
HasLab
decir que
filled
todas mis
day. So
figuras
we
Haslab
had
Day.
our
de Masters
Skystriker
of the
update for
Universe
those of you
Origin
that
las he
backed our
comprado en tiendas
Skystriker
físicas.
last
Y
year.
con
And
G.I.joe
then,
Classifica
our
Serie me ha pasado
amazing
igual. Lo poco que ha
classified series
llegado
Cobra
de las
Hiss that
tiendas
is launching
especializadas las he
today.
comprado.
Yes.
In case
Pero
you happen
yo
to
creo
join
que
us part
Hasbro
of the way
tiene que
through,
aprender muchísimo
as
de
a
Mattel
reminder,
en lo que
Cobra Hiss
a
is now open for backing on
la
hasbropulse.com.
distribución, ¿no? y fabricación se refiere,
for
¿no?
to back.
Mhm.
If we can get
Bueno,
8,000
pues yo creo que esto
backers
se
by
termina,
11:59 p.m. on Wednesday, July 6th, then everybody who
Sí,
backs the
sí,
Cobra Hiss
efectivamente.
will get
Igualito
our
al de la
early bird,
gasolinera.
Cobra Hiss Tactician
Hailey
figure
Beard.
inspired by Ron Ruda
Otra vez la bendita figura
for
esta,
his tank drivers
Pumping
that were not made into figures.
I
Off-road
can't wait to see
Ruda
which one wins.
Inspirante.
I also am very
dice.
excited to see which one
Madre
All
wins.
the
mía.
colorways are really cool.
Yeah.
And when you guys see it,
Chicos, yo
I
creo que
think
esto se
you're
va
gonna feel the same way, but I'm
terminando,
really
ya vamos
interested to see,
36 minutos.
like which one ends up
Yeah.
going to
No
the
creo
top one.
que
Because you
muestren
guys
nada
will
más,
vote.
evidentemente
You
el
will.
programa
Yes, they're all very different.
se ha
from each other,
basado
so
en
it's-
los proyectos
I'm
de Hasbro.
All right. Do you think we missed
Pues
anything?
vale.
I feel like that's it.
I think that's I mean, there's some other pieces on
Yeah.
here that I could show you, but
We'll
maybe
save them for
keep
next
that
time.
another day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, we are thrilled. Thank you so
Vamos a
much
ver,
for sticking with us for
June.
Yo-Jo June
Thank you
this
so
year. But, you know, we have a HasLab campaign that we're doing, so you're likely
Uh-huh.
going to see a lot more of us over the next 7 weeks or so.
Yeah.
So we will see you for an update, let's say, soonish.
Ish.
Oh,
Soonish,
es un
ish.
pedazo de vehículo
So
muy
we
querido
are
por el
so
fandom
excited.
de
Remember that
G.I.joe,
early bird special kicks in
Yo creo que se
only if
vendería
we can
bien.
get to 8,000
El
backers
ballena, madre mía.
before 11:59 p.m. on July 6th. Really proud of myself for working out what number date that was.
You did a
So
really good job.
thank you.
Bueno,
I'm so glad that everybody
Nada,
was
se
here
está
for my thought
terminando,
process
queridos
on that one.
amigos.
It feels sacrilege to do a yo-jo at the end of this.
Especially when we're doing a
Lo
giant.
que yo decía, 40
Yep.
minutitos más o menos.
We can do
Yeah,
it.
we can do it because we went to go see the 1987 G.I.joe movie last week, and we are in a very Cobra.
Vale, están
Cobra-y
anunciando que
mindset.
tendremos más
I
programas
love-
de este tipo más adelante. Yo calculo que dentro de 15 días tendremos otro
That's
de G.I.joe,
And it was
seguro.
really cool to see people who brought their kids with them.
Yes.
To see the kids like light up with enjoyment like we were as kids watching it. It's such a good movie. It's so crazy. I know that there are some people who didn't love it so much, but man, it's so good.
And it was really fun. People have been tagging us on Instagram when they took pictures in the theater to show how excited they were about being there.
Yes.
So we absolutely loved that. But it was nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So we're feeling Cobra-y.
Yes.
All right.
So what are we gonna say?
Cobra. You want to do
Madre
a
mía.
or a, okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So what are you waiting for? Go
Sí,
back
la
and
colega
listen.
Emily,
You'll
yo creo
see
que ya
us
está
finish.
pensando en el Big
And,
Mac del McDonald's, niño.
1, 2, 3. Cobra!
¡Vamos a tope! Bueno, pues evidentemente se veía venir que esto iba a durar muy poco y se iba a basar en lo que vendría a ser el proyecto del HasLab, de eso no les quepa duda. Y bueno, queridos amigos, pues bueno, esto ha sido lo que vendría a ser este maravilloso HasLab, ¿no? Porque es que el programa básicamente ha sido de eso, del Histan, han hablado del Skystriker, poco o nada puedo añadir que no sepan ya de estos dos productos premium de cara a lo que vendría a ser el Kickstarter este maravilloso que tiene Hasbro con el HasLab. Y bueno, poco más que añadir. Muchísimas gracias a todos por estar por aquí. Ahora mismo somos unas 15 personas, de verdad, gracias a todos. Muchísimas gracias y próximamente, en la medida de lo posible, lo que el tiempo me permita, subiré más contenido al canal de todas estas grandes colecciones que nos apasionan. G.I.joe, Master del Universo, Transformer y Star Wars. Un cordial saludo y nos vemos en el próximo directo o vídeo aquí en el canal de ustedes, el Búnker de Recoil. Chao, chao.